What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Bryce Reacts. We're here with another one, man. Today we're reacting to maybe a couple different videos, but most importantly, a conspiracy that I wasn't even aware of, and I'm Mr. Conspiracy Theory guy, to be honest with you. Um, there was the theory going around on this video about Jay-Z and Aaliyah connection. I kind of covered that before, but it touched on things that I wasn't even privy to with whether it was tied to Jay-Z or not. But we'll get into that later. I don't want to spoil it. So with that being said, man, let's hop right into it.
Look, it doesn't stop with Clive Davis, and it doesn't end with Diddy. It's time we've had an honest conversation about Jay-Z. Probably one of the biggest sellouts in the game. And it all stems from his ego. You know who was one of the biggest rappers from 97 to '03? I'm gonna give you a hint. It wasn't Jay-Z. It was pretty much everybody else but Jay-Z.
He got Paul Wall, I see Luda, Dr. Dre, Nas, Jim Jones. Who else I see in there? What's the dude that raps with 50 Cent? Lloyd Banks, Eminem, DMX, Exhibit, Ice Cube. Like, yeah, a lot of these are reaches in reality. T.I., Jeezy. I agree with those two. As far as like argumentative, like 50 Cent, you can argue with that one. I don't think the game was ever bigger than Jay-Z. Even though he did have a huge moment with One Blood and My Life and all that type of shit. Um, huge, huge, huge. DMX, Lil Wayne obviously got a conversation there. But I don't know, man. When we revise history, when I go back, like I always heard Jay Z was the best rapper, so I don't want to act like or be one of them guys to revise history. People used to be like Jay Z's number one, Jay Z's running shit, but I also had a lot of people say that about Wayne too, though. But it was Jay Z, Wayne, and Eminem. Them was the three names I always heard as far as people considering number one. But like you know what I'm starting to feel like being number one is? It's almost like I feel like a seat at the like being a president. Like you, it's like it's something that takes a certain level of popularity, certain level of connections, certain level of just having a moment. Like it's a lot of shit that go into it that makes you number one. But in this case, it don't necessarily make you better than other people. When you, especially when you compare it to like the number one guy in basketball, number one guy in football, like you would unanimously think that guy's better than everybody else, like before him and after him, until he's usurped. And music is almost like a political seat where it's not necessarily about your skill set. Like I say all the time, I feel like Jay Z rose to number one. 40% of his catalog, 60% of him being a mogul, and the money moves he made, which like anointed him as far as like the like hip hop culture is like, man, this is what we want rappers to become. This is what we want people to figure out as far as like, economical success. And I think that helped push him number one because it's like he took it further than hip hop. Like in my mind, that's what I kind of always thought. And I don't know, I don't think I'm crazy with that because like literally, like people literally used to brag about his money shit more than they bragged about his music. And I was a little kid recognizing that. So I say that to say Jay Z might have been considered number one. Like I said, it was either Lil Wayne or Eminem or Jay Z. But then you have a 50 Cent that's arguably better. Like when you just talk about making music and music people want to hear, replayability, all that stuff. Arguably, he might not have longevity at all, but different conversation compared to Jay Z. You got Jeezy. I had a verses with him. Why is that R. Kelly back there? I don't know if I'm tripping or not. Who else is on here? Luda, uh, arguably, you could say that he had a better impact or crazier run. Ti, like I said, like you could argue not necessarily a crazier run that I'm trying to say, but just had they didn't have what it take to be the political throne of being number one, but their music, their catalog. If you compare him to Jay, like maybe niggas may dick suck, but they got hits just like Jay got hits. They got good albums just like Jay got good albums. They got arguable classics. Like So I don't know, man. It's a tough conversation.
Now, Jay and Diddy have many things in common, which is why
We wouldn't be
they're
here for that
such close
combo.
friends. It's not that they're both in the same secret society, which I will get into in another video, so follow me for more. And it's not that they frame themselves as one of our own, who's moved on up and got it from the mud. No, they both sacrifice people and they both have huge egos. After Jay stopped living in Big E and Jaz-O's shadow, he starts coming up. But at this time, a lot of the spotlight is on Big L. And if you remember that 7-minute freestyle, you know decisively who was the better rapper. Big L outclassed Jay, but Big L's lifespan gets cut short by a neighborhood friend. And I find it very convenient that Jay was right around the corner from signing a deal with Big L. Just like how Biggie was working on getting out of his deal with Diddy and Clive Davis. But I digress. But you know the one that really hurts the most?
So I don't know if he meant Big L was trying to get out of a deal because he said he was about to sign a deal. So like, why would he want to kill somebody he about to sign? So I'm thinking that might have been a misspeak or misspoke because then he said just like Biggie, he was trying to get out of a deal with Diddy, and that makes sense why Diddy might want to off Biggie. It's like I could keep his legacy, I could keep his catalog, keep all this under me, and we still get rid of him, and I make my money, and then I can go on and shit live off his name and RIP this, RIP that. I'm so sad. All this shit. I'm not sure he was thinking that in the moment, but what he ended up seeing like he did. If he did kill Biggie, the shit that he did after that was insanity. The song he dropped, all that shit, like no, that's some diabolical shit that the boys TV show probably couldn't even recreate. Like that's some treacherous shit. So I could understand that, but the I get like Big L might have been usurping Jay Z's level of like some like rapping or something like that, but I don't even see the benefit of killing him like Biggie. Even if he was trying to get his catalog, he didn't. I don't think he was in that same level where Biggie had made it as far as like what his catalog produced, even still to this day. Like, yeah, nah. So I don't know. I say I'm not here to just believe all things, but let's keep going.
It's about Aaliyah. Jay-Z was trying to establish himself as the king of hip-hop. And what's a king without a queen? He starts pursuing Aaliyah back in 01. But
I just want to even stop and pause for that narrative because it like I don't know what it was about Jay-Z's vision, but he had multiple interviews talking about how like he loves the women and men contrast of like on songs and how that song dynamic work out. And then when you look at his top 5 hits, it's literally him and women on the songs. Like I brought this up before. It's him and Alicia Keys. It's him and Beyonce. It's him and Rihanna. Like those are literally his top 5 number 1s. I mean his 5 number 1s. And then it's like I think a Kanye record and like some other record. So it's like with Jay Z, he was almost infatuated with having some type of woman on his side that could bring a certain level of like creativity in music, which I respected. It just going back to that scenario with him trying to figure it out with Aaliyah kind of makes sense because he tried to do it with Foxy Brown. He tried to do it, obviously, it seems like with Aaliyah. He tried to do it with maybe a Mill. I don't know about that situation completely. He tried to do it with Beyonce. He did it, well, not even tried to. He did it with Beyonce. He did it with Rihanna, and he did it with Foxy Brown. Not even really a try to. So, like, yeah, that's an interesting take when you look at the reason why he was probably trying to be so hot on Aaliyah, even outside of her beauty or whatever.
Aaliyah, not really into him, starts dating Dame. Rumors spread that it was a love triangle for a second, but ultimately, she sides with Dame Dash. And what I tell you about Jay, he got an ego. He couldn't let that slide. Aaliyah does her last music video with Hype Williams, whom Jay is very close with, by the way. And allegedly, she was drugged and forced onto that plane. Plane that was by fact overweight, a plane that was cited for safety failures 4 times in the 4 years leading up to her demise, with a pilot that was unqualified to fly her and had just caught crack charges 12 days prior to Aaliyah's flight.
That portion there just blew my mind when I first seen that. That blew my mind when I first heard that. I knew the jet was overweight, but I didn't even realize how small the jet was. Like, then you talk about all the things it failed for being sighted. Like, it shouldn't even have been in the air. Should have been in somebody fucking plane yard or some shit like that, just sitting there rotting. Because that's what it probably already was doing. Then backdoor, what was the last thing he said? The dude was like arrested for coke, like, and now it's like, hey, you go do this. They probably don't know that. He probably don't know. He probably thinking it's a kidnapping case or some shit, or because like supposedly she's drugged, and you know he might thinking, oh, he about to do some kidnapping shit. He had no idea it's a faulty ass plane. So faulty that the plane didn't even stay in the air more than what 400 yards. Like if I'm not mistaken, it crashed briefly after it took off. So like that plane was shit. That plane was shit. You telling me nobody knew that? I'm not. I can't even quantify how I could tie Jay Z into this. I'm not even about to act like I just because the nigga was jealous and some ego shit. But somebody got that girl killed. That's where we start trying to reverse engineer who could it possibly be. Like, because those three things, unless those were lies, which was you can't believe. Like, we know the plane was overweight. That's a fact, and it's I'm pretty sure like he's not pulling out his ass the things about the plane failure because I don't know, I don't know the physics of things being overweight. Like maybe the plane could have made it if it had everything else about it going good. Now you couple, it's an old ass plane and it's overweight. It's like two like it has no fucking chance to make it. Like so that's where I'm kind of coming from in a mind state of like most likely that was a fact. Then you get into the guy being a drug was in a drug case and maybe somebody came up to him trying to do a deal on some like it felt like some TV scenario shit. So the reason I say I didn't want to really tie Jay Z into this initially because it's like it's a crazy loop. You have to believe crazy things about him to believe that. Like we need more proof that he just tried to get Aaliyah killed, and I can't even prove. Right off the bat, I'm gonna be honest. I can't think of scenarios exactly like this detrimental to Jay Z, but I have heard stuff about Beyonce and the lengths that supposedly she went through to hide certain conversations about like her relationship with one of her man, it was like dressers or some designer or I don't fucking know, but somebody close to her, and like the fact that she started stalking her, she tried to pretty much end this lady as far as like her connections and things like that. Like that's the weirdest stuff I hear from this family. Like that's the type of stuff like when I hear like conspiracy theories that I don't necessarily bring up every day. Like that's the stuff that like the worst case scenario stuff that I've heard. Besides like them practicing witchcraft and stuff like that. But like actually like catching bodies, I don't know, man. That's a tough conversation. But I brought this up to say like, bro, somebody did get her killed. I seen her in the Diddy connection. You seen her in the Dame Dash connection. You see her in the R. Kelly connection. Like who got that thing done though? Like that, like I just I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So there was. Let me let him finish real quick.
Starts feeling less like a sacrifice and more of, if I can't have her, no one else can. And if you didn't know, at least Ace knows. There's so much to the Jay-Z rabbit hole, so I need you to like, follow.
So it's like I'm not big on trying to reach anything like that, but there was a J. Cole verse with She Knows. And it's another reason I kind of bring up Beyonce. Because like they're referencing when he says she knows, he's talking about Beyonce. And then J. Cole mentions a bunch of people that gets like killed or assassinated essentially, murdered. He mentioned MLK in the bar. And then he goes on to mention Aaliyah, uh who else he said? Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, rest in peace to Left Eye, rest in peace to Left Eye, like supposedly like somebody tried to assassinate her or whatever, but I think I've seen the footage recently like it was just a car crash. So I don't know about all that. But it was like something with her and Dr. Sebi or something. I remember way back in it, like some theories about that. But I don't know if J. Cole knows that. What like I know, or like the video I seen when he made She Knows. So when he mentioned Left Eye, he might have been believing some conspiracy theory. I don't know, but in that theory, they trying to say that she knows, and J. Cole is referencing some of the people, but like Jay-Z wouldn't be as like tied to Michael Jackson. So it's like they were trying to say all the people he named, and he damn obviously not the Martin Luther King. I think the Martin Luther King was just a hint towards like possibly like framing it into like these are people that life got taken in a way that wasn't like that wasn't normal. And then when he goes on to mention the other names, it was almost like the I guess the conspiracy. That's the only way I'm trying to frame that conspiracy because I did research online. There wasn't much there. I was like looking into these things. It wasn't much there outside of the plane being super faulty, outside of the weight and stuff like that. But and I've seen people like saying there was a witness that said she got drugged, but like that's as much as we got. They said she hated planes. She didn't like flying. So it's like if she had any wind that the plane could have been overweight, I know she wasn't getting on there if she's scared to fly. But I don't know, man. I was gonna react to some other things here, but this in itself was just intriguing enough for me to, I guess, talk about because we already at 16 minutes. But regardless of that, like Aaliyah, one of the legends, possibly assassinated, was not the thought when I first, like when we first seen her death. It's like, man, that's tragic. But this is one of the things I feel like maybe 5, maybe 10 more years from now, something may come out one day. Who knows? Who knows? These things keep getting resurfaced. These things keep coming back up. And this time it came up tied to Jay-Z, and that's interesting. That's interesting. This is a new one for me. Like, I haven't mentioned Jay-Z trying to murder Aaliyah not once in none of these video conspiracies that I've done or topics that I talked about with Jay-Z. So honestly, mind blown. But when I say when you tie all three of those facts together, it's hard not to think somebody tried to get her up out of here. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say I think it's Jay-Z. I have none of those connections outside of some of the things that he brought together. It's like saying, "Oh, well, they tried to get out. They got Diddy, or Diddy got Biggie out of here." Who else they said got? And then he trying to tie Big L to Jay-Z murder, and it's like I need more. I need more than that than just like I'm sorry, like I just need more than that. You can't just tell me something. Oh, he was right around the neighborhood, or he was right around the corner of signing a deal, or something like that. And that's like that's all I get to go on. So let's see some of this freestyle. I did want to get into that a little bit.
All right, Big L. Pardon the technical difficulties.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Alright. Check
You
it
want to
out.
put your man on too? You can do it together.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set it off like this. Check it out. Yo, check.
You said you want to put your man on too. So so Jay-Z wasn't as big as him at this time. Cause there ain't no way you say you can go put your mans on too, and he talking about DJ-Z.
Yo, I got slugs for snitches, no love for bitches, putting thugs in ditches when my trigger finger itches. I got a rep to make police jet, known to get a pre-sweat. I never beg for pussy like Keith Sweat. It's Big L, slow hell no. Bitches get fucked on a roof when I ain't got no hotel dough. I'm known for yoking japs and beating them with smoking gats, leaving token blacks with broken backs and no.
Oh, and it said 1995 freestyle. So yeah, Jay-Z was probably still wearing, Hawaiian t-shirts and shit like Hawaiian button-ups and shit like that at this time. So I can understand now the context now. So now it makes a little more sense. It's like Jay-Z was never gonna be better than Big L, and Big L was before him. That was his big dog essentially, which maybe that's a little bit of a reach. To a point where Jay-Z was spiteful and was like, I need to get him up out of here. I don't know, but then why did he say that Big L's about to sign to Jay-Z? Hold on. I'm looking
Open
something
caps.
real quick.
So with that bullshit, step to the rear, son. The last thing you want with Big L is a fair one. Cause in the street brawl, I strike men like lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? I then I beat kids with lead pipes. I leave trails of dead mics where I'm from. Niggas, Jews get ran like red lights. Old folks get mugged and raided. Crimes are drug related. And we live by the street rules that thugs created. Clowns get smoked about 1,000 folks and selling. Started smoking 95 style. I got my man. Cops drop when my Glock makes the pow sound. I'm from a wild town, you know my style, clown, so bow down. Word up.
Say what? Say
95
what?
style. I got my man Jay-Z here.
Jay-Z. Boy,
Step
how
up
you
to the
be?
mic.
Step up to the
Yeah, word up, the single's called Put It On. It's in stores right now. Produced by my man Buck Wow.
Yeah.
And the chorus got Kid Capri. It got an LG remix, which you heard a little while ago. Word up.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
I just wondering if that was a condom endorsement.
Oh, nah.
Yo, we also got the Graveyard, right? That's coming up next. With Jay-Z on it. But we got Jay-Z in the place. What's up, baby?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
I just came about that hectic party, man, down at the city, man. That shit was hectic, man. Cops in there with shotguns and all that.
Yeah.
And that was an R&B party, man, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
the
trying to
plague is everywhere.
It was probably Reef.
This nigga always try to be cool. Lame ass.
Yeah, it's probably man,
Reef.
Daddy Reef, yeah. Yo, be you up here, you know what I'm saying? So,
I don't give a goddamn who it was. I'm
yeah,
here now.
you do your thing, baby.
So you want this beat or you want?
Yeah, that shit is fine.
That's good.
Check it out now. Check it out now. Hey yo, brothers can beg and borrow, still feel sorrow when Jay-Z like Zorro. Get in that ass, better luck tomorrow. I'm too much, nigga, so never should you rush. You need to slow down or get your ass toe down. Check it out, I'm too cocky to stop me, you gotta kill me. And when I'm gone, you can still feel me. On the real beat, this shit is eternal, I rock the heavens well. Even if they won't let me in heaven, I raise hell till it's heaven. Recognize the black cat with the 9 lives. Get up off me, nigga, it's bad luck to cross me. I'm popping crystal, shooting game like missiles. Ass projected or hoes affected by this style. I'm act like Goldie, go back like the oldie, but the goodie. Pulling R&B bitches, wearing hoodies. They don't be knowing the way I be flowing. When I be going, I be running the track like Jesse Owens. I disrupt the natural scheme, the way that you do things with a swing and have 'em rocking like. You say never you run, if ever you come, it's never you run. So fast in your life to never have one. Come on and ride the rhythm, I produce like Jism.
Okay. I had to give some context. So obviously they started around the 90s, 1995. So that's when they started finding each other in the New York scene. They kept running across each other and whatnot. But they were saying Big L was known for like the Sharpie punchlines. Jay-Z was known for, just, I guess the potential, I forgot I just said or whatever. And then by 1999 is when Jay-Z tried to sign him. So this was 1995. So 4 years later, Jay-Z tried to sign him. And then shortly after he was murdered. So it's like, that is what dude said on the video. And for me, it's like, once again, I'm still not feeling the context there. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. What was why would you want to kill him? Because he was too close in skill? It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, just dabbling with the theory. It's like, he did do something similar with DMX, where it's like, I'm gonna sign you, I'm gonna say we're gonna go through this whole, like, what do you call it? Like, I got this whole rollout for you that I see a vision for, and then when he come back from vacation, he act like, yeah, I never had that conversation. It was like, he called him, he was like, I'm sorry, I'm the head of Rockefeller now or whatever, and was putting all these ideas that DMX had, along with DMX having music already ready, just for him to like be fake in the end. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, is that the play here? It's like, I'm gonna sign the guy because keep your enemies closer, but whole time trying to set him up. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. I remember, I'm wrapping it up here, but I remember even hearing some similar shit like that with the Meek Mill and Lil Snoop situation. It's like, I don't know, man. They point to songs, like they point to certain like lyrics that like he was like, we don't rock the same clothes, fuck the same hoes. And that was one of Lil Snoop like hardest bars, like in one of his songs. I forget what it was, but he was like pretty much saying like, me and my bro would share the same clothes and fuck the same hoes, like. And so it's like shit like that, like certain fans was looking at, and Man, it's a crazy, like, are these niggas sacrificing people? It would be insane because it's like this person is of your ilk. Like in that situation, Meek Mill was known for freestyling, and when Lil Snoop came around, like nigga took he took that freestyle shit over. Even when you'll see like some Lil Snoop and Meek Mill, Heaven and Hell, like shit legendary. But Lil Snoop was outshining them. Like, but I really do think Meek Mill love Lil Snoop. That'd be an insane theory, bro. It always was hard to believe. It always was hard to believe. Like, it had to be so much ego, so much like betrayal, which we do see a lot in this game. Niggas get people set up all the time. Like, people that used to work with people shooting up niggas' tour buses. Like we see the Big Jook and not Jeezy, but Yo Gotti and how that shit goes left. Like, we do see it happen all the time in hip hop, but it's like when it's just based on music and you like the reason you trying to get him out of here because you hate the nigga musically and he wasn't some like money fallouts. Like, it's different. We seen it even with the fucking Pooh Shiesty shit in fucking Gucci recently. Like, shit do churn quickly. Went from you was signed with a nigga to I don't want to be signed to a nigga, and now it's up. And we talking about hood niggas that don't have the best conflict resolution skills. So it's like, I don't know. I said, these things do happen where it's like, nah, this person was loved and admired by him. And then, like, if I'm not even mistaken, I don't even think Lil Snoop wanted to sign to Meek Mill. I think he just appreciated the love. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he was going to sign to Meek. I know Meek gave him like 10 bands, though. But I don't know if that was just off the love. But I know he was trying to sign him. If I'm not mistaken, it's been so long, man. We used to fuck with Lil Snoop heavy in my friend group. I don't think he was going to sign with him. So it's like, does that add to that narrative? It's like, I help find you. I help bring you up. And then you just like, you might outcompete me, but then you're not even going to be under my label. So I could at least say it's my junior. And I look what I like help produce. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy conspiracy theories. Crazy conspiracy theories. I will say that. Some of these things could be the absolute reach, but we here to have conversations. We here to just talk. And I ain't gonna lie. I think the Aaliyah conversation with the plane being so fucked up, people got to do more research. Somebody got to bring that from the cold cases because that's insanity to me. Like, was there a intoxication report? Even though, like, I know they probably even couldn't get that in a plane crash. Let's be real, if the plane like burned. Oh, the plane didn't show it was on fire like that, but I don't know, bro. We lost a legend a long time ago, and it looks like there might have been some maniacal shit behind it, bro. And I don't think there's enough conversations behind it, but it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I am a spiritual person. I know about the Hollywood sacrifices. I know about these death clubs of the death club of 27, 33. I seen it happen with Mac Miller, RIP. Seen it happen with many other guys where they was referencing their death. Like, they knew it was coming. Like, even with victory laps, like, shit is a little too eerie sometimes. Like, I think these guys it's a possibility people be doing some shit that's well out of the norm that people would think was happening in reality. Like, I'll leave it at this. Victory lap is literally like symbolic, or not even symbolic, it's a meaning. What is a victory lap? After you won the race, you go on a final lap before you exit the stage. You do your final like wave goodbyes before you exit the stage. That's the reference of like, okay, maybe he was hinting towards that, where it's like, after this, I'm done. And spiritually, however that may came about, some witchery, I don't fucking know. The more obvious one, you can go look it up in Mac Miller. It's the video when he was in the casket. It was some shit written in Latin, and it was like, I forget the name of what it said in Latin, but pretty much it was like death is imminent when you translate it to English. Like, along with him being in the fucking what's the name? Oh, and then you could go to XXXTentacion. Nigga was at his own funeral in a music video, and shortly after died, like a couple months later. So I said, if I get into that type of bag, I can get real conspiratorial. So like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if people was playing with people's lives, murdering people, doing all type of shit. Because I've heard back channel stories, I've heard rumors for a long time. But with that being said, man, I gotta wrap it up here. Peace.